is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. It's early. It's a little bit earlier than I normally go live, but as I mentioned on Tuesday, we got a bit of a busy day today. Um, so exciting stuff happening around the Splinterlands universe. Um, I'm not going to talk about it just because obviously I can't, but I did get to sit in on the planning meeting for Splinterlands yesterday, and I'll be doing that again today, which is why we're doing an earlier and shorter stream. So let me just tell you guys, there's some really cool ideas being floated around. And I don't know the timing, I don't know the implementation, and even if I did, I couldn't share it here. But there's definitely stuff that has me excited about what the team is planning overall, kind of mid to longer term around a bunch of different things. So that's my exciting news and update for you guys today. But the main thing I figured we could talk about is this DEC Burn event, the 5-year anniversary. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I think that there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And so I was talking about it with Darkest Night this morning. So let me just get this out, and then I'll jump into the comments. But I was telling Darkest Night, I was like, it's kind of a win-win. Maybe I'm being too much of an optimist, but it's kind of a win-win solution or win-win situation. Because let's say a bunch of people come in and burn a ton of stuff. Well, that helps the overall economy. If a bunch of people don't, though, and I participate, and I plan on, throwing a couple tens of thousand DEC, maybe 100,000 DEC, we'll see, right? But if I go in and there's less competition, there's so many cool prizes to get from this. And I don't lose out anything because I'm planning on contributing to my guild in the future with guild points. So I just feel like whether a lot of people participate or whether very few people participate, the opportunity there is kind of a win-win scenario. And if you're just a player of the game and you don't even care about the rewards or whatever the case is, you can go in and essentially get some guild points now and get rewarded for it potentially with some raffle items or a title or whatever. So, the meme is like, do we even have like 500 real players? Well, if you believe we only have 500 real players, well, guess what? You only need to be in the top 200 to get a title. I forgot what the title for the top 200 is, but we can go through the post in a minute here. So let's see who we got. Jedi Sky Knight, good morning. Don't mind me, just quietly lurking in the background. Well, I'm glad you're here. Blockchain Projects, hello. Ice Ninja Pro. Blockchain Project saying, I am shocked to see how little DEC went up in value after the DEC burn announcement. Hopefully we'll head higher before the end of May. Yeah, I mean, again, people are very reactive. So let's actually go see. Because you do bring up a good point. Let's see where DEC value is right now. Let's go my favorite site here. We did jump up, 5%, right? And I know, like, from a Splintoshi perspective, it's not very high. But from a percentage standpoint, we're up 5% on a day that Bitcoin dropped from like 27 down under 26. So, a little bit of decouplement there. SPS was about to go under 2 cents, but we're kind of back at that 2.1 cent range. It looks like people are selling off vouchers for DEC because, these just continue to bleed down and down and down. But yeah, overall, I'm excited to see what we can burn. I was talking to Darkest, and hopefully he doesn't mind me sharing this, but he's just like, what? This sounds so cool. He's like, I'm going to burn 1 million DEC. And I was like, I hope you and a bunch of others. So we'll see if he actually does it. Andrew Johnston, what's going on? Good morning. Chief Burning Elk, good morning. Good to have you back. I'm glad to be back. It's good to be back. I'm excited. I think there's a lot of really fun stuff happening in the Splinterverse, we shall call it. And when I say Splinterverse, I really mean everything, like GLG, Tower Defense, Arcade Colony, all that. So I think we're in for a bit of an exciting summer. You know me, I'm very conservative in terms of, like, I've been saying for a while, I think it's going to be tough for the team to hit everything, all of their goals in June. But I'm more excited about the macro because I don't know if you're following, like, what's happening in Hong Kong, but there's, they're going to open up Bitcoin purchases, and people are thinking that there's going to be like a wall of money coming in from China. Pun was not intended there, but I guess it works. So Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could do for us over the summer, but I've already said it could be beneficial even if we miss the boat, right? So we could get on the boat by having everything delivered in June as they intended. But even if we miss the boat, sometimes it's the whole buy the rumor, sell the news. So all of a sudden, if Bitcoin and crypto take off in June and we don't, hit any of the release dates, the anticipation of it could bring speculators in. You know what I'm saying? It's like land isn't out yet, so people don't really know what to expect, but they come in and they're like, oh, land plots are selling for, $40 or whatever the case is. So maybe they'll go up once land is out. And then all of a sudden you have people coming in that are purely speculators that just come in and buy up the floor. And all of a sudden land starts going up, and it creates this virtuous cycle where you have a bunch of people who are not a bunch of people, but like a bunch of assets going up and drawing more people in to buy more of those assets. So is that the perfect situation? Are those the kind of people that we want? Not necessarily, but I was one of those people. And I'm still here and sticking around. So I do think that we can hook a couple of them. That is for sure. Okay, Virus is in the house. What's going on, Virus? Good to have you here. Good morning, Supreme Victory Network. New Age, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I will give it a go for a title, but still need to hold some DEC for land 1.5. Yeah, so this is going to make things interesting, because now all of a sudden there is extra utility for DEC outside of just land. And, if land gets delivered, I'm guessing by the end of June at the earliest, just imagine what that's going to do with a bunch of people burning stuff at the end of May and early June and still needing DEC for land later. So how many people, I'm just out of curiosity here, I know that it's not a big group today, but how many people here are planning to burn DEC right on day one when you get the 3 points? I really like the way that they designed it too, with the 3 points at the beginning and then 1 point on the last day, and it goes down incrementally every single day just to make it more difficult to snipe, and rewards those who take the plunge earlier. That to me was a huge, like when I read that, I was like, oh, this is brilliant. Like they should be doing this like all the time for everything, because then your hardcore people, you don't get people waiting until the end to snipe in. You get hardcore people that want to come in and like take an early lead and discourage everybody else, which is great. Let's see. So Brandon's here. What's going on, Brandon? Good to have you here, brother. Who else is stacking some DEC? Yes, sir. For your bear side, Hong Kong, careful of large markets getting access to legal exchanges. Could be liquidity gate for hidden crypto, which is globally liquid for the first time. You're absolutely right. And you know what's funny about this is, again, I was talking with Darkest Night this morning, actually, and I told him about this. I'm like, there could be a potential bull run, but I was like, here's what happens with crypto and what happens with Splinter Lens. I'm just like, every time I'm optimistic about something, I get disappointed. So you're absolutely right. That could definitely happen. So thank you for the call out there. Virus is saying, I know I'm trying to figure out how to get some more DEC. So I don't have very much. I could sell off some SPS for it. I could sell off some vouchers for it, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy on this. I want to see where things shake out on day one. So that's going to be, that's going to be next Tuesday. So we'll be able to watch it. Oh no, it's going to be after the maintenance window. But I'll be curious to see what things look like the day after. So maybe on Thursday's live stream, still be early enough, we'll start to get a bigger picture of how much people are willing to spend, and then not just how much are people willing to spend, but more so how many people are willing to spend to try to get on the leaderboard, right? Because, like, I'll be honest, do I want the title, or would I go for a top 200 title? Absolutely, if it's within reach. But I don't know how many people are competing for it. What I like about this, though, is that at the end of the day, we know that there's new guild buildings coming in. I'm constantly contributing to my guild anyway. So I look at this and I'm just like, well, I'm going to go for multiples of the 10,000 points, right? Just because I want to get whatever prizes that they have available, or at least access to the prizes. And even if I don't get them, well, then I get stuff that I can contribute to my guild, or is like soul bound in a way, because if I ever leave or get kicked out, I'll be able to take that with me. So that value will always accrue to my account. Let's see. Brandon's saying that side, a whale friend of mine is making bank riding meme coin waves right now. Wow, crypto's very. I'm assuming you're talking about Pepe, right? Pepe's just been all over my feed lately. I can't escape it. Just Pepe memes here and there. Virus is gonna burn a decent amount. Not sure how much. Maybe 300K. All right. Well, there you go. I mean, all this stuff is gonna add up because look at how much we're burning on a daily basis. All right, we're burning about 1 million. Sometimes not even. So if people are going to start burning significant amounts, I think we can cut through this. I don't know. Again, this won't be an official prediction, but not that predictions are ever official. But I'm curious to know, because we're not going to get, we're gonna get this event before land actually becomes available. So I think we're gonna see the lowest amount of DEC at some point during this event, and then whenever land goes live, we may see DEC circulation start to rise up again, because if there's not enough, or we do get to peg, then people will need to start burning SPS for it. So I'm curious to know, and again, that might not even happen, but I'm curious to know, just with this event, if this event were to live in a vacuum, or if this event were to live in a vacuum, and assume that land gets released after the event, right? So late June, maybe even early July. Where do you see the total DEC supply going? I mean, I would assume that we can easily burn 133 million, but again, I don't know if, just with the numbers people are throwing out here, I think 133 million should be relatively easy, but I don't know. Basically, and the whole reason I'm talking about 133 million is because I want to see us get under 5 billion DEC in circulation. So, what are your predictions? I would love to see. This isn't a prediction. Well, maybe it's hard to make a prediction. So I know I'm asking you guys to do the impossible, but just for the fun of it, my prediction is that land burned about a billion, a little bit more than 1 billion. I don't think this is going to be as big as land phase 1, but maybe I'm being optimistic. I would love to see like 500 million burned. So for us to get down to like 4.7 billion, 4.6 billion even. It would just be cool if like we could burn that much. Now that's a ton of money that just absolutely gets burned. But if you think about the value of the prizes involved, I think it's like 150,000, right? 150,000 divided by 0.001, we'll just say. Oh shoot, never mind. That's only 150 million DEC. Okay, well, I'm still going to be optimistic that we can burn not 150 million DEC, but definitely more than that. But let's. I'm going to take my prediction down a little bit. I would love to see at least 300 million. So for us to get down to like 4.8 billion DEC in circulation. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. My cat is harassing me. I think it wants to get outside. There you go, buddy. Have fun. All right. So let's see where we are at. Gregory Levenfield, good to have you here. So Icy Flow is going to burn, 500 to 800K. So just between Icy Flow and Burning Elk, that's almost 1 million, or could be 1 million. Do you feel group burns will be limited to guilds due to guild points? Maybe. I mean, I kind of put it out there to see if anybody would be interested in doing a group burn, just to see what kind of, prizes we could be eligible for. The thing is, if you go for a group burn, titles are not splittable, right? So if we try to go for like the top 200, you only get one rare title. Now we could get a bunch of like random items and then find a way to split those all, right? Like Rooney. Rooney, you can't even split Rooney, but like hopefully you get Rooney, some land plots. Dude, there's actually some really great prizes. I think I'm going to enter in more than just a couple thousand DEC. I would love to see some type of participation reward, like a promo card for people who have been actively playing the game or something to that effect. Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to be part of this specific event, but maybe there'll be more. But this sounds like, they're going all in on their like 5-year anniversary. So I would assume that any kind of promo card for people that are actively playing the game would be sometime in Q3, Yeah, I would say maybe July or August at the earliest. But even then, you look at Zerial, and I know people are going to point to Zerial and say it was a failure or it was a moderate success. Um, but I wonder how they'll change things up for the next potential promo card. What I would like to see, and actually, um, you know what? I've been considering like actually submitting some proposals here and doing a little, getting support from you guys first just to see if there's something there, and then maybe even crowdsourcing, some DEC for some of the cool ideas that people have thrown out. But it's like I would love to see another Vruz style promo or another Vruz style event. That to me would be really really cool. But do it in a way where maybe we have to like burn certain cards or something like that, right? I don't know. Um, I still want to do my silly, stupid idea of like doing a raffle here and having everybody submit cards, submit what's that called? Common reward cards. What common reward cards should we try to? I don't. I mean, I don't want to play like. I'm not trying to manipulate the market. I really just want to do this for fun, but part of me is like I want to make one of these common reward cards super scarce. And no, I'm not. I didn't go and buy a bunch of them. I'm not trying to like do anything like that. You know that I did buy a bunch of Pelacor Bandits like months ago, but it's like I would love to make one of these like just significantly scarcer than the rest. And just see how many we could burn, because I think most people would be willing to enter into like a raffle to for like a penny, right? So it's like if we can just burn a ton of these in addition to the great burning that's happening with DEC, that'd be super fun. Oh, you know what, that's what we should do. So because everybody wants and needs more DEC for this great burning event, so we're going to do a side burning event for this. Okay. We're actually going to implement this. I'm going to get serious about it rather than just calling it my stupid idea. It's still very much a stupid idea, but we're going to have fun with it while the great burning is going on. We're going to have our own little side quest here. So we're going to burn a bunch of these cards. Basically, it'll just be an entry into a raffle, and then however many we get, we burn all of those cards, and then the DEC goes to whoever needs it, or it's not whoever needs it, whoever wins the death. What is it called again? Death circle of death. Oh gosh, death wheel. That's what it is. And once we do that, then that person gets that DEC, and DEC is extra utility right now. They go in and then they burn that DEC for guild points and for them to enter in. Ooh, I like this idea. I hope you guys will be DGens with me, and we'll figure something out. Now, the thing is, it's going to be hard to manage. Well, you know what? I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it, because it's just like, okay, I want people to be able to enter in with like one card, but also it's like if you want to enter like, I don't know, for a maxed copy into the into the raffle, right? Essentially, you can do that, and then you get 400 entries into the raffle, and then we can get this like gigantic death wheel that just has so much. I mean, I don't know how long that death wheel would take. I don't even think it could handle like that many entries. But we can do something with it. I think maybe we make the minimum like, I don't know what, like 25 BCX. That's like 25 cents. Would you enter into a raffle for 25 cents to get a bunch of DEC? And maybe we just cap it at that. So it's like people just enter in for like a quarter. Yeah, okay. I think we'll do that rather than just, I mean, because I think the scale of this and the spectrum of it can be super wide, where you might get people that only want to send in like one or two versus somebody that's going to send me like five maxed copies. I think we need to set something that will be easy for everyone. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I'm trying to make this idea less stupid and more fun. I mean, it's stupid and fun, but I want to make it like, I want to cap the stupid level and increase the fun level. So I'm open to suggestions. Regarding meme coins, actually finding new projects, utilizing LP positions as a pseudo option spread to reduce risk while a smallish token position rise initial waves up is a really neat strategy. Indeed. I mean, dude, look at SPS right now. It's at 2 cents. And that's not to say it can't go to 1 cent or below, but I don't know. Some of those LP positions look juicy. That's all. Burning Elk is thinking about 250 to 400 million. Okay, so I'm right in that range. I'd love to see 300 million burned. Virus is getting bullish, 500 to 750 million. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right, Virus. That's all I gotta say. Everyone loves a lotto ticket. Yeah. And again, when the lotto ticket that you're buying is like a couple of pennies, and it's gonna go towards helping one of these cards become more scarce, and then you can all front run it and buy a bunch of these cards and hope that they go up in value. But I don't really think none of these cards are going to go up in value over, the short term. I really think if they even do, but it's like, I would love to see, I'd probably go with one of the Pellicors, to be honest, just because there's so many of them, like 1.7 million. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nobody likes Heatsmith. I wonder as a group how many BCX we could burn. That could be fun. All right. I'll figure out some details, but definitely open to events. So DEC burn event is going to be on the margin. Vugtis isn't going to burn his 50 million DEC needed for land for some raffle tickets. Therefore, even a small DEC burn can have an outside effect. Sorry, outsized effect. True. He's not going to burn that much, but he could just burn a small amount and still ride that wave up a little bit. Brandon's going with 250 million. Okay, I'm kind of around that area. I have 120k DEC. Will most likely burn all of it. Oh, I forgot. I do have some DECB sitting around. That this would be the perfect thing to spend it on, rather than just waiting for land. Because I can't even use it for land phase 1. I mean, I could have on certain things, but I already have a power core, or I have Rooney that I'm going to use on my land, so I don't need the power core. I bought building in a box. Oh, I only have 21,000. Okay, well that's all getting burned. Ooh, this is all getting burned day 1. Let's go. How much DECB is out there? I would guess a large portion of that will be burned. Last I checked, it was like 500 million. That might have come down, but let's go ahead and see. So. All right, looks like less than 400 million because we have over 1.6 billion burned already. So yeah, I can actually imagine a lot of these folks potentially just burning theirs, because again, like most of the land, like you can't stake DECB on land, so you'd be waiting until you can use buildings and stuff. That's gonna be land phase 2. That could be 6 plus months away at this point. Brandon saying Zerial is such an awesome card. It's a win regardless of low sales. Just makes the card rare. I mean, I agree. So I may actually, as this winds down, I may grab another BCX or two. Probably not from the store, unfortunately, just because I think they're selling for cheaper on the secondary market. But for example, I used it in a diamond level match. I have a 1 BCX, thanks to you, Brandon. So thank you for that. It came in handy, helped me win a match. I used 1 BCX in a specific match where it was like ranged only. It could forward fire or whatever, and I wanted the life leech. So it's definitely been super helpful. And I can't imagine. I can't imagine it being even better at the higher levels. But yeah, I mean, $35. There's only 1,600 of them. I don't know. I feel like that could get. Wow, it's crazy to see Archimus the Bear drop down to 22 cents. Ruse down to 35 cents. But you know what? That's not surprising because all assets are down right now. Now might be the opportunity to grab some cards, because if everybody's selling off extra cards for DEC, there could be some real opportunities there. Not financial advice. Wow, $1.40. I really need to max out my Kelia. How many BCX do I need? I need, not as much as I thought. So I need 30, 25, 20, 17. All right. What's 17 times $1.40? $23. You know what? I need to just suck it up and do it. Because the bot keeps using freaking Kelia, level 7 Kelia over a maxed Lux Vega, and it's really annoying to me because I have maxed cards that I'm just not, a lot of the max reward cards like Uraeus and Pelacor Bandit that all get put at like level 9 or level 5 because I'm not using a maxed Kelia. So I guess that's next on my shopping list. The 5-year promo was what I expected. I thought they might airdrop something to the community. I was too optimistic. You know, I don't think that they could airdrop something because sorry, I'm not trying to hide any information here. I'm just thinking about the fact that right now there's an oversupply of assets. So if you airdrop something new, you're just adding to the oversupply of assets versus giving out cards that are already in existence, already part of the circulation, or already part of the circulating supply. They were just in a holding account. You know what I mean? Like if they airdropped a brand new card, I wouldn't have been surprised. But it just doesn't seem like that's a value add to what they're trying to do right now in terms of removing a bunch of assets, right? So they're going to start with DEC for this event. And then with land, you know, the hope is that they're going to take a lot of cards and more DEC off of the market as well. When you sat through the planning meeting yesterday, how's the atmosphere, sentiment amongst the team? I don't really feel like I could or should talk about that. I'll just say this, right? Like this is why, like I'm guilty of it too, right? I get frustrated just like everybody else, but you know, I go into those meetings and it reminds me of, you know, my time in corporate America, where it's like, you just got a lot of hardworking people that sit down and are problem solving, right? And it's like, they're trying to figure out how to get us from point A to point B. And they have, you know, certain roadblocks that come up with each individual project. There's a new idea, there's a new whatever, or, you know, it's just like land is such and such, right? Oh, we didn't, you know, we were mapping this out in card staking, but we ran into this problem and we need to figure out a lot of what it is also figuring out like, what are we blind to? That was something, hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for sharing that, but it's like, what is it that the community wants to see, for example, with land? And like Nate shows this on the town hall, right? What is it that would add value to the community and the players, right? On a certain like UI UX screen. And it's just like, a lot of people are sitting there brainstorming and it's like, oh, you know, this would actually be really helpful. Okay, well now we need to figure out how do we design that? How do we code it? How do we, you know, like this would be a value add or something that would be beneficial. So, you know, the atmosphere is very much like work focus. Let's get everything out. But you know, I just look at it and I understand the frustration for a lot of folks whenever there's like delays and everything, but then sometimes you get to see how the sausage is made and you're like, it's just like everybody here is really, really trying, right? And sometimes there's just roadblocks or things that come up that you just don't anticipate. I will say this, and this is why like I don't like to tolerate any slander of like just the team, because I'm just like everybody's trying to figure this stuff out. Like nobody is just messing around. It's like all hands on deck, and Aggie's, in my opinion, done a good job of like trying to wrangle everything and get everything out. It's just the thing I'll say, and I've said this before, and we even talked about this on the last live stream, is the team is guilty of putting out wildly optimistic timelines. And I'm not saying that's not an opinion of mine. That is what they are. That is literally the wording that they put on their roadmap, right? It's just like these timelines are wildly optimistic, and so that's what they're guilty of. They're putting out wildly optimistic timelines, and to a certain extent, when you don't hit those wildly optimistic timelines that people then anchor in their brain, it gets difficult, and people get frustrated. People leave. People complain. So. You know, I'm hopeful that the planning will allow them to have a better idea of when things can and will be delivered. But this stuff is like, as soon as it's ready to go out, it seems like they're just trying to ship this stuff. So, you know. Burning, I like the idea. Lions are the ones not good for land. Probably the best to burn. All right. Are we doing Gargoyle Lines then? I feel like I'm taking Luke's thing, though. But there are 1.4 million of them. And I actually like using the card, to be honest. All right. Are we settled on Gargoyle Lines then? Are there any votes for anybody, any other card? I'm accepting votes right now. That's really funny. Everyone get your Gargoyle Lines ready. You know what? Actually, this will be fun to do as like a little friendly rivalry with Luke. We'll be like, hey, Luke, you're collecting your Lion's Den. Well, we're going out and actively hunting them. we're going to make the Gargoyle Lions extinct. Actually, this should make him really happy, because if he's holding a ton of them, he's probably going to feel super awesome if they actually become scarce and desirable. So Brandon says, have folks send reward cards to a single account for burning. Yeah. So that's the plan, right? We're going to use the Aftersound YT account because it'll just be easy to see who's sending, and I'll have like open times for us to actually do that. In fact, you know what? I want to get this going so that we can actually have it live and ready by next week. So keep an eye out for a video with the specific rules, and then we'll start collecting entries, and we'll do the death wheel sometime over the weekend. I'm sorry, guys. I probably will not be able to live stream on Sunday. I'm traveling again. I'm headed to Chicago for a week. So I'll definitely be able to live stream Tuesday, but Sunday is just going to be a little hectic and crazy. And then Saturday, I'm already booked. So I want to find another time where we can do this. Maybe I'll do like a random live stream on Monday morning. Yeah, actually, you know what? Because I want this to be done before the burn event begins. It'd be cool to do it. And I actually think the fun thing is we can do it multiple times, right? We can do a weekly thing and do it 4 times throughout the burn event. So, we'll just collect, we'll see how it goes the first time. If people really like it and it's fun or whatever, then we do it again the following week, and maybe the following Monday we do another live stream, or the following Sunday we do another live stream. Oh shoot, I'll be traveling back that other Sunday, so I will not be able to be live for a bit. At least not on Sundays. But don't worry, I'm still trying to work on this tournament stuff. So that is still happening. I think I'm just bringing the scope of it down a little bit to make sure that I can attend most of the live streams for those. All right. Do you remember when it streams a few months ago when you put forth the idea to reward whoever burnt the most DEC would get a special title? I immediately thought of you. Yeah, I mean, I put that out there. I can't say if somebody from the team saw that and decided to go for it, but I'm glad that they did. I think that this is a great idea, and I'm all for it. The Ruse is still overpriced. You think so? All right. So Legendary Canary, going to bed now. Actually, I will send you. Oh, dude, I appreciate you, man. Really do. And let me know. Well, when you shoot me a message too, because I definitely want to make sure that I'm putting your stuff into the tournaments as well. Elistio sheltering. Ooh, what's going on, Elistio? It's good to have you here. What was I going to say? I want to try and run a tournament as a test with the Battle Helper. Has anybody seen that in effect? Has it worked? Anybody that's familiar with the XBot Battle Helper and using it in battles, has the tournament where it gets turned off, you put the little BH or whatever in there, has that actually worked? Because I want to test it once, and then like if that's all that we can do, then that's all that we can do. But at least it'll cut out hopefully a good amount of folks from these future tournaments that we're going to run. People should keep an eye on Yabamats DECB balance. If he burns at all, I would expect to see. I would not expect to see any new utility for DECB. Oh, this is a good point. I don't think there's a need for any more DECB. I think we tried, and it was moderately successful. You can even make the argument that it failed, and I'll buy that. But I will say I don't think there's a need for any more DECB, so I wouldn't be surprised if it gets phased out. Why not burn a Chaos Common? I mean, would you guys prefer Chaos Commons? I don't know. These reward cards just have so many BCX to them. I mean, screw it. Should we just start burning Riftwatcher cards at this point? No, that's too expensive. I don't know. None of these cards excite me in the same way. Some are close in price. I mean, okay, so Burning Elk, we're going to do this. I think we're going to do this throughout the burn event. And if it's successful, then we're just going to keep doing it forever, right? It'll just be the thing that we do on this channel. So we can always choose something else in the future. I think we're set on Gargoyle Lions. Burn Rift. Oh, see, Icy Flow had the same idea. Burning reward cards does little to nothing. Interesting. Okay. Heatsmiths. All right, there's a vote for Heatsmiths. What's up, Rift Summoner? Good to see you here. Does this Icy Flow person ever say anything positive? Yeah, dude, Icy Flow is one of my favorite people to chat with because Icy Flow is like me, keeps it real, enjoys the game, believes in it, but also, you know, is not afraid to say like, yeah, this isn't working. But it looks like Icy Flow does love you. All these great cards that could have gone to land, such a waste. Oh, look at that. Brandon's already got a bunch of Gargoyle lines ready. Okay, I think a 25 BCX Gargoyle Lion as a minimum should be good enough, right? Like how much would you spend to enter into a raffle? What's the minimum amount that we could get the most buy-in from folks? And it could be an unlimited amount of 25 BCX, right? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe we do it where it's just capped, where that way like somebody doesn't come in and like, I don't know, but I wouldn't want to stop somebody from sending me like 18 maxed copies of Gargoyle Lion to burn. That would make me really happy. I'm fair. Only point is that a few thousand Hardy Stonefish burn will have a lot larger impact than Lions. You know, okay, so I wanted to do the reward cards because I felt like, I don't know, I don't want to get any like pushback from this, from like, oh, I don't know, look at what those degens are doing on Aftersound's channel. Because I'm just like, oh, there's a bunch of them anyway. But at the same time, if people are saying there's not going to be an impact, then we could do something even more ridiculous like Rift Watchers. What's the best common Rift Watcher card? Because there are not many on the market. I mean, look at this. There's like 79 of the lowest. Let's see what has the most. Septic Slime has 214. I mean, Rift Watchers we could actually make a dent in. Because there's not very many. Maybe we should do that. Oh, wait, hold on. Should we do this to incentivize more Rift Watcher buying because we're just taking cards off the market and burning them for like nothing? See, the other problem here is we're gonna burn like somebody's gonna submit 9 cents, right? Let's say we do Septic Slime, which is like 9 cents, or we'll just say 10 cents to make it easy. If we burn one of these, it's only getting us 5 DEC, which is half a penny at peg. We're not even at peg. So the amount that we would need to get in would need to be significantly high. Yeah, I don't think I like that because I want the reward to be something valuable. That'd be great for people to offload CP now that SPS stake will replace it. Yeah, exactly. All right, I think we're set. 25 BCX per raffle ticket if we do one of the lower ones. I'm not sure what you guys are planning, but I'm in. Can you put out a video going over the exact details of what you're planning at a later date? I got here late. Yeah, no worries. I'll make a video because I think we're going to get started on it over the weekend. Yeah, there's only 79 Lichen. So, I mean, Rift Watchers would be where we could make the most impact. But yeah, we demolished that. Could be accused of price manipulation. Okay, so I want to make sure if there's anybody here that has legal advice or can offer some kind of legal advice. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be accused of that. This is meant to be a dumb, fun idea for our entertainment. You will be able to see my account that I'm not like buying anything ahead of time. I'm not trying to manipulate the price. I'm trying to manipulate the supply. But I guess that's probably going to be construed as like manipulating the price. But the burning of it has utility. The burning of these cards has utility. It's going to be for our entertainment. We're all gonna watch this death wheel and see how many people are gonna earn some DEC. So I've maxed my Rift Watcher deck, burned the rest. Oh damn! Well, congrats on that, Icy Flow. I haven't even started my Rift Watcher deck. True, it's probably better to use something closer to burn value. Yeah, okay. At least for the first one, let's stick with either a reward or a chaos card, and see how much we can get. But you cannot deny the fact that, like, if we wait, I mean, if we're gonna talk, should we not do common cards? Like, some of these like rare cards are like in the pennies too, and there's way less of them. And these cards are pretty good. The possibilities are endless. I mean, we can even do the epic cards, and these cards are actually fantastic. I use them all the time. Like, we could just start burning Uraeus's. We could just start burning your ass. I mean, and the reason I'm saying this is because we could make it so that if the minimum is going to be 25 BCX, that's roughly 25 cents, right? So we could just do like 1 BCX of these cards as an entry, raffle entry. And again, these are just way more scarce. I mean, look at this. There's 899 Uraeus. Oh, look at this. There's 336 Jin Chihuahuas on the market. We could clean a lot of that up. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, Virus is doing some math for me right now. I appreciate you. You need to burn 666 common cards burned to get 10k points. Is that a lot or a little? It feels like a lot. 666 divided by 25 means we need to get 26 people to participate with a 27 people to participate with a 25 BCX card. Thanks for doing the math on that. Oh, but you know what? I don't know that how close are we to the burn value here? If we do like Uraeus, for example, 12 cents, and I forgot how much power. Oh, 100 DEC. What is that? 10 cents? Oh my God. Are we getting close to burn value again? Okay, hold on. Okay, we can do this multiple times. In fact, I think it'd be fun if we make it a weekly thing, because I would love for, in, I don't know, 3 years from now, Gold Matters to like make a meme of like us doing this and being like, oh my God, look at Uraeus. It's like $34 now for BCX, and Aftersound and his YouTube channel burned 50,000 copies of it. I just want somebody to be able to do that math and be like, we burned this much value. It's free market, no manipulation. All right, fair enough. For something as scarce as Rift Watchers, maybe better to use any common rather than a specific one. That's a good point, but I feel like people would go towards the bottom. What about burning cards to get a raffle ticket for the 5-year? At least for the first one. Then if we win that raffle, how many people said the prize we get? Interesting. Okay, so you're talking about just 10k, right? How about this? Okay, how about this? You need to get 666 common cards burned. Let's do this. If we don't hit the minimum 10k, then I will top up whatever we need to get to the 10k DEC. Oh, actually, but it's not even 10k DEC. It's 10k points. So we'd only need like 3,000 DEC on day one. Yeah, okay. Best way to avoid accusations is to take a sample of cards and pick a random one on the day. Yes, I like this idea. And actually, I had that idea as well. But the problem is, it's just if people need to know ahead of time and I want to give them time to do it. Oh, you know what? We could do it as. Can we do this now? How much time do we have? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this now. We're going to do it live. We're going to pick the cards. It's going to be random, right? We'll throw it onto a death wheel, and then I'm going to clip this as a separate video so that it's not like we predetermined it. It's going to be, here's a clip from the live stream where we pick something at random. And now you have until, Sunday or Monday of next week where we will do the, everybody will be able to submit, and then we'll do the wheel of death. What is it called? Death wheel. We'll be able to do the death wheel then based on whoever has sent in. What do you guys think? Because I have about 10 minutes before Splinterlands planning starts. So I'm definitely not going to bring up this idea there. They're going to be like, dude, what are you doing? Or we leave them there and cheap for new players so we stop earning. Hearing that it's too expensive to play our game. Alistios is being utilitarian. I appreciate you, Alistios. I'm buying epics. Don't burn them yet. Hey, After Sound Gaming, since you are going to sit on a meeting with them today, could you pass an idea related to the burning event? Why don't they add a common title, non-tradable for X amount? I will see if I can pass that on. I think they're already past the event. I mean, they're not planning for the event, but I'll see if I can pass it on to whoever will listen. Vilson, what's going on? DEC burned. So even if you don't win anything in the raffle, you still have something to remember the event with. That'd be cool if everybody got. It'd be cool if everybody got a little something just for participating. That was soulbound, actually. That would have been really nice as a 5-year. It's a good idea. Yeah, 3x for the points. Yeah, Alistios agrees. That's a great idea. And his plushies can't change anything with the event. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually don't own any plushies. I missed out. All right, so let's do this. I got about 10-ish minutes left. All right, so we're gonna do a death wheel here. What is it? Giveaway wheel. There we go. Okay, so are we doing a common card? Oh, whoops. Let's not do this one because I think we did this one last time. Nope. Where was the one that I liked? That didn't eat up all of my... Oh, here we go. All right, this is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and clip this after we're done. At least make the event the kind of event where you can say I was there. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily need to be a title, but it'd be awesome if there was just something there to say that you were part of it. You're part of the Great Burning. Just as a flex, right? Like, it doesn't need to have any monetary value. The thing is, from a mechanical standpoint, titles probably aren't the best, but it'd just be cool to have, like, I don't know, something there. You have some extra plushies. Let's go. It would feel more like a celebration if we all got something, not just gambled for the change. It's a fair point. Especially right now that people are complaining this is a whaling event. I wonder if they can change anything on the back end, right? Where it's just like halfway through the event, if they can implement something where it's like, okay, if you participated, you're going to get something, soulbound in your account or whatever. I'm almost thinking of like having a soulbound card. That'd be kind of fun. That just stays at like level 1. It's just a card in your collection that you have. You can't sell it. You'll never be able to unlock it, and it'll be like a, I don't know, like a 1-mana Hardy Stonefish style thing that you probably will never use. But it's just the fact that you have it and other people don't. maybe a skin would be good. Yeah, I don't know if they're set up for that yet. And I think it's set whatever DEC burn amount they see fit. I'm not saying give it for free. Yeah, it would have to be like a minimum, right? At least like 10K DEC or something, just to be like you were there. Think about the DEC, every DEC burned. There is that aspect of it too. So Brandon's got a point here where it's like you're gonna get some value out of it. It's just not gonna be a flexible value, right? It's like flex, but not I don't mean flexible, but like actually a flex on other people. Because it's like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of like guild points. It's from the Great Burning, and people are like, I can get guild points now. That doesn't matter. Luke, what's going on? All right, they should have done sold on card, even if it was useless. Yes, so Kulfi, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Put it in like a, I don't know. It could be something so silly that nobody would ever really even use in a game, but make it like a, I don't know, 40 mana monster, 40 mana monster that doesn't do anything. It just sits there and it just sits there and it slowly dies. It starts off the battle poisoned, but you would have it and it would just sit there with like 50 health, and like every turn it just continues to get poisoned. And the only reason I'm saying poison is because it's like a burn event, right? So maybe it has a new ability where it catches on fire every turn and loses 5 health. Yeah, GP Burn is the best thing about all this. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that they did that. Future skin or title that only gives 0.5% PP on land. See, here's the thing though. Then I feel like that's going to get gamed, right? It cannot have any value. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so what cards are we doing? Design option. Okay, so because like I said, I'm gonna clip this. So we're gonna do a little death wheel right now, and we're gonna decide. You guys, I want you to throw out your votes. We have. I think we're gonna start with a common card. I think we're gonna start with a common reward card. So I guess we could put all of them on there, but I really don't want to put all of them on there. So just throw out some ideas. Gargoyle Lion was one. I see somebody said Bandit. Let's put 5 on there to make it. Is 5 enough to make it random? I think so, right? Or you know what, screw it. We can just throw all of them on. Why not? Oh, now my cat wants to come back in. Gold foil llama. Okay, Gargoyle Lion or Bandit. All right, Vilson, hang on. I'm going to explain. I'm going to take a moment to explain exactly what we're doing because I'm going to clip this and put it as a separate video for folks over the next week. What else was there? Pelacor. Let's just do the old ones. Pelacor Mercenary. Pelacor Conjurer. Oh God, Conjurer. Pelacor Deceiver. I before E, except after C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing one. Oh, Venari Heatsmith. Actually, we're missing 2. Or is that it? Oh, and I'm gonna have to go in like 3 minutes. So this is gonna be super quick, and then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so that's it. All right. So here's where we're gonna start the clip of the video. You guys ready? Oh, what is? Okay. So here's where we're gonna start. Okay. This is during the live stream. We are going to randomly choose one of these common reward cards to burn as a way to celebrate as a side quest the Great Burning event. So here are the details. Here are the rules. We're gonna so that we don't get accused of like trying to manipulate the market or whatever the case is. We've taken all 6 of the common reward cards, the old common reward cards, and we're gonna randomly choose one today. And then what we're going to do is have people send in 25 BCX. That's going to be the minimum amount. It'll have to be a 25 BCX card. Don't send me individual ones, otherwise I'll send them back. But it'll have to be a 25 BCX card as one raffle entry. Okay. You can submit as many as you want. So you could submit a maxed card, which would be 400 BCX, and that'll just be whatever 400 divided by 25 is. I think it's 20, right? Yeah, or 16, sorry. So you can submit as many raffle entries as you want. Then what we're going to do is on Monday, before the Great Burning event begins, We are going to burn all the cards that were sent in, and we're going to take that DEC and do a death wheel on Monday. Now I'm gonna do a live stream on Monday, so hopefully you'll be able to tune in. Just because I won't be able to live stream on Sunday, but the Monday before. So let me get you a date right now as well. The Monday before, which is May 29th, I'm gonna stream at least for a little bit in the morning, where we will take all of the cards, we will burn them live, right, and then we will take that DEC, take all the submissions, and do a death wheel, and then I will send that DEC out to whoever wins so that they can then in turn burn that DEC day one for the great burning event and get themselves a bunch of points. So that is where we're at. The Aftersound YT account is where we're going to send all the cards. I'll be able to use Peak Monsters to be able to track who is sending everything in, but those are the basic rules. If I miss anything, chat, please let me know. But let's go ahead and start. We'll see which card we do. That was the lamest spin ever. All right, so Pelacor Mercenaries out. Why did it barely even spin? All right, there we go. Now we got a real spin. And Pelacor Bandit. Oh, for all the people who voted for Pelacor Bandit. Not happening this time, but you know what's still on there? Gargoyle Lion, unless I just jinxed it. Of course. Sorry, guys. But Luke, your lines are safe for now. Let's see what else we got. I actually will vote for Pelacor Conjure if we can. Oh, it's so close. All right, so between Pelacor Conjure and Heatsmith, I would say the best one and the worst one. We'll see. So keep in mind, it's going to be Venari Heatsmith, of course. Nobody loves this card, so we're just going to continue burning it. All right, so this is the one, Venari Heatsmith, guys. Okay, Venari Heatsmith is the card for this Monday. If it's successful, people enjoy it. Again, we're burning this not because we're trying to do anything crazy with the markets. It's just going to be fun as part of a little side quest for the great burn. So again, a reminder of the rules. 25 BCX is the minimum for a single ticket, right? As a raffle entry, we're going to take all of the tickets that come in, all of the Venari Heatsmith that come in, burn them, take that DEC, and send it to the winner of the death wheel. So you're buying your raffle ticket with a Venari Heatsmith. It has to be 25 BCX. You can submit an unlimited amount of Venari Heatsmiths, an unlimited amount of BCX, but they should be in multiples of 25. If they are not, if you send me like a 49 BCX Venari Heatsmith, I'm going to have to round down to only 25. So those are the rules. I'm going to clip this. I got to run, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. Hopefully this stupid idea takes off and we'll have some fun. All right. Peace.